Growing up, I always knew I wasn't my mom's favorite. My younger sister, Emily, was the golden child, the princess who could do no wrong. And me? I was the workhorse. By the time I was 10, I was doing most of the chores around the house, cleaning, laundry, dishes, you name it. Meanwhile, Emily would sit on the couch scrolling through her phone or watching TV. If I asked for help, my mom would snap. "She's just a kid. You're older. You should know better." Here's the thing. Emily was only 2 years younger than me. But to my mom, she might as well have been royalty. When we were teenagers, it got even worse. Emily started demanding things. Expensive clothes, a new phone every year, money to go out with her friends. And my mom always found a way to give her what she wanted. Meanwhile, if I needed something, like new shoes because mine had holes in them, I'd get a lecture about how money didn't grow on trees. I remember one summer when Emily begged to go to summer camp. Mom couldn't afford it, so guess what she did? She made me pick up extra hours at my part-time job to help pay for it. She didn't even ask. She just told me, "You're helping your sister. End of story." I was furious, but saying no wasn't an option. Every time I tried to stand up for myself, Mom would guilt-trip me, saying things like, "Do you want your sister to miss out because you're selfish?" By the time I turned 18, I was burned out. I was still living at home, working, and trying to save for college. Emily, on the other hand, had no job and no responsibilities. Mom insisted she focus on her studies, even though her grades weren't great, and she spent most of her time hanging out with friends. The final straw came last year. I had just gotten home from a long shift at work, and the house was a mess. Emily had thrown some kind of party while I was gone, and there were pizza boxes and soda cans everywhere. Mom didn't say a word to her. Instead, she handed me a trash bag and said, "Clean this up before you go to bed." I snapped. I told her I wasn't going to clean up after Emily anymore, that I was tired of being treated like a servant. Mom's response? "If you don't like it, maybe you should leave." So I did. The next week, I packed my things and moved out. I didn't even tell them where I was going. I stayed with a friend for a while, then got my own place once I saved up enough. At first, it felt amazing to be free. No more chores, no more guilt trips, no more being taken for granted. But then the calls started. Mom would leave voicemail after voicemail, alternating between anger and guilt. How could you abandon your family? Your sister misses you. You're being so immature. The weirdest part? Emily never called, not even once. Then, about 3 months after I left, Mom showed up at my job. She caused a huge scene, crying and saying she just wanted to talk. I took my break and went outside with her, but it wasn't much of a conversation. She spent the whole time complaining about how hard things were without me there. "The house is a mess," she said. "Emily's not used to doing chores." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "So teach her," I said. "She's old enough to help." Mom just shook her head. "You know she's not like that. She's sensitive." That's when I realized she didn't come to apologize or make things right. She just wanted me back so I could keep doing everything for her and Emily. I told her I wasn't coming back, and she lost it. She started yelling, accusing me of being ungrateful and selfish. I just walked back inside and told security to make sure she left. It's been almost a year now, and I've gone no contact with both of them. I finally started focusing on myself, working, saving, and even taking some classes online. A mutual friend told me that Emily's struggling to adjust. Apparently, she's had to start doing chores and even got a part-time job. Mom's not handling it well either. She keeps telling everyone how I abandoned them. But honestly, I don't care anymore. For the first time in my life, I'm happy. And if they can't handle that, it's not my problem.